Hey, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now, there's a lot been going on this past week. Trump signed the order for American company to take over TikTok. So TikTok will be ran by an American company now. Antifa is now labeled as domestic terrorist. What else did I see? There's been a couple more shootings. Both are, people from the left. See what else. All the violence is coming from the left. It's not coming from the right. And again, I'm not into politics. I hate politics. I hate it. But the shit is bombarded in your face, like 24/7 in the news and shit. It's just ridiculous. And the fact that, you got most of your outlets like ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, they're still promoting, dangerous left-wing rhetoric, radical shit, telling their fucking loony birds and their cult to fucking go kill more Americans. It's fucking retarded. They all need to be arrested. These CEOs and shit of these companies. They need to be arrested and held accountable. Anyways, regardless of that, you see all that shit going on. Let's see. What about entertainment? Entertainment-wise, nobody's really excited about the new Tron because it's not Tron. It's the Jared Leto show. Nobody cares about that motherfucker. I don't see why. I don't see how he's getting gigs. I really don't. He's a shitty actor. I can't stand that motherfucker. What else? I guess there's another Mario movie coming out, Mario Galaxy. If it's anything like the first one, it's gonna suck. Because the first one was all about the princess. I'm not a big fan of cartoons. I probably won't even watch it. I just don't care. I want a live adaptation. What else they canceled that show by Apple that was supposed to come out called The Savant, because it's literally about white liberal women hating on white men. That's the producer even said it was. And it's about some dumbass woman who's a stay-at-home mom who goes online and tracks down white supremacists. It's so dumb. After the Charlie Kirk thing, they pulled it, which they'll probably release it later, but for now, they're not going to show it. See, what else did I see? They've been promoting the new Avatar Fire and Ice thing, or not Fire and Ice, Fire and Ash. Fire and Ash. Most people just don't care anymore. It's the same story plot every time. So anyways, In this one, somehow, it shows it in the trailer. Somehow, the little human boy that's running around with him, it makes no sense, because you have to be one of them, the Nabu or whatever the fuck they're called. You have to have the tentacle to connect to one of the creatures on the world. But somehow the human boy is able to do it because he's got braids. I mean, they literally show a picture of him sticking his braid in there. It's like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, he can breathe on their planet. And that's what causes the fire people to attack them. It's because their queen, Boss Babe, doesn't want humans being able to breathe on their planet, their air. So, anyways, that's what the movie's about. But anyways, nobody really cares, honestly, about it now. And they still got 2 more to go, from what I understand. I saw the whole HBO, or is it HBO who's doing it? I'm not sure. I can't remember. The Harry Potter series. Everybody's in an uproar about the Black Snake, which I completely understand. But now they're talking about, it's a rumor. They're not 100% sure. But now it's going around online that they're going to make Voldemort a woman. I'm telling you now, if they do that shit, man, is shit going to hit the fucking fan. People are already pissed off about the Black Snake. They'll just make it 10 times worse. I also saw Emma Watson, the one who plays Hermione. She did this thing where she's all like, I'm sorry I fucking stabbed you in the back, J.K. Rowling. Please forgive me, blah, blah, blah. She did some interview. It's like, oh my God. Whatever. But, I don't know. That's about all I can think of off the top of my head. I still need to watch that stupid Red Sonja, and what's the other one? Oh, I'm gonna watch that live adaptation of How to Train Your Dragon. I've told it's all right. It's not that bad, even though they, race swap the girl. I might watch it because I seen the cartoon. I just didn't watch the other 2 or 3 that came after the first cartoon. I didn't watch the sequels. I even might fucking watch, because I never watched the cartoon of Lilo and Stitch. I might watch the live adaptation because they say it's pretty much the same fucking thing. So I may check it out. I don't know. I'll watch the live adaptations just because I'm not a fan of cartoons. I'm just not a big fan of the cartoons. Here's another thing. Now, I have family members who watched that Demon Slayer, K-pop Demon Slayer movie or whatever, the cartoon, the anime. Sorry. I think there's a difference between cartoons and anime. Japanese anime is completely different than cartoons, as far as I'm concerned. It's a different type of category. Anyways, in this cartoon, supposedly, they're teaching kids that it's okay to like demons. That sometimes demons can be good. No, they can't. It's literally in the lore. Demons are evil. They're parasitical creatures. They're not good guys. So why would they? I don't understand why they would come out with a movie like that where they're like showing kids it's okay to like demons. That's fucked up. Anyways, that's all I saw this past week. It's actually quite a bit. But let's get on to what I really want to talk to you about. So as I've said before, even if you don't watch the channel regularly, and you've only seen a couple videos, or you don't watch it at all, it only takes 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't affect you or your channel whatsoever. It just helps this channel grow. So please subscribe. Also, I have another channel. It's called Easy Does It. The link is in the About section. Check it out if you like gaming vlogs and reviews and reactions to other YouTube channels. Okay. Again, subscribe. Now, I've lumped a couple of older TV series together. One is called The Phoenix. It only had about like 6 episodes. I only did about 6 episodes. It was basically about this alien that came to Earth. And it doesn't do this in the pilot. But he comes to Earth with his female companion. They get separated. And they go into like this hibernation sleep. And the military finds his pod, or his chamber, and awakens him. Now he has all these alien powers. He can do all kinds of alien mumbo jumbo. But every episode is like a little bit different. One time he's like helping people. I don't know. It's weird. It's like the plot kind of changes a little bit every time. You got some guy coming after him from the government, and they're trying to keep it hush hush what's going on, but they're hunting him down. It's an okay show. I thought it was all right. The main actor, the blonde-headed dude, he's not a really great actor, to be honest. But he did okay. It was an alright show for what it was, but it wasn't really that great. Like I said, they only did like 6 episodes. He never finds his love or his partner. And they try to introduce some type of weird-ass villain that you don't ever see. I think you see it as a dog, like a spirit dog or something. And he keeps laughing at him, telling him, he's going to take him out. And he's never going to find his love. And I don't know. It was weird. That part was weird. You never get any, finalization to that show or the story. I think it could have been done all right if they would have stuck with it and did a little bit better on it, but no, because I seen better shows back in the 80s, so. But yeah, it was okay. Check it out if you want. It's just kind of like nostalgia crap. The other one that I watched was called The Master. Now basically, I can't think of his name. It's an older guy, but he's the master. And he runs into this young punk who he starts teaching ninjutsu. I think it's ninjutsu. Or is it jiu-jitsu? One of the two. I can't remember. He's like a ninja master. He's the first white guy to become a ninja master. and he travels to the U.S. to look for his daughter. He has a daughter that he didn't know about till recently. So he comes to the U.S. to try to find her. And then this kid, or young guy, actually, he's not a kid, but he starts helping him out, and he starts training with him. And, you know, they help people out on the way, blah, 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 you know, every episode. But it's okay. It's not a bad show. It's pretty decent if you like martial arts. They have one episode where I thought they were actually going to do some serious crap, where they meet another ninja master, but he's not from Japan. He's from like China or some shit. And he belongs to a certain family, and there's several families that, I don't know, there's some type of secret form of martial arts that make them assassins, and it's secret. The families are secret. They're all known to be assassin guilds, and I thought they were going to go somewhere with that, like there's 12 houses, you know, from different countries or whatever, but they didn't do anything with it. I was like a little disappointed about that, because I was like, that's a cool idea, but they didn't go along with it. But it's a decent show. It's all right. I mean, it's like super great, but it's decent. If you like some action, you like kung fu, ninja crap, check it out. It's called The Master. All right. Let's get on to your B-movie reviews. Alright, movie holics, this week is Sci-Fi Week. And this week we went with a couple of 90s flicks. Now, these can also be considered horror flicks because they're basically creature features, you know. Understand, I am not a big fan of the water type based movies like fish, sharks, octopus, alligators, you know, that kind of shit, you know, water-based creatures or whatever, serpents, blah, blah, blah. And that's not, it doesn't just end with the fucking water creatures, but, you know, like the U-boats or movie-type movies, or the, you know, the naval vessel-type movies. It's just not a big thing for me. I've never cared for the ocean water type movies, you know. It just never. So, you know, I don't watch these very often, but I will watch one every now and then. Water-based movies. So the first one that I checked out was a movie called Deep Rising. It starred Treat Williams. I hope I said that name is Treat. That's a weird fucking name. And Famke Janssen. Famke. That's a weird name too. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Uh, Now, she's a decent looking chick, but honestly, I thought the Korean chick, Una Damon, was way better looking. But she didn't last very long in the movie. This movie was done in 1998, and it made roughly about 11 million worldwide. So it didn't do like super good or anything like that. The story basically is he has a particular boat that he rents out to people to get to places. And his slogan is, I think it was, let's see if I could remember. I don't know, something about if you pay us, we don't care, or some shit like that. We'll take you wherever you want, no questions asked, blah, blah, blah. Well, this group of mercenaries, they hire him. He doesn't know they're mercenaries at first. He doesn't find out till later when they're like halfway to where they're going. But he eventually finds out they're mercenaries, they got weapons, and they got nukes aboard his boat, which freaks him out. He's like, what the hell is going on? Well, the lead mercenary, he kind of tells him, takes over the boat, and he says, just go where we need to go. Well, they get to this ocean liner, or one of the cruise ships, luxury cruise ships, and they're supposed to go in there and get into the vault and take whatever's in the vault. And they have someone on the inside helping them out. Well, their inside man is the guy who built the boat or the cruise ship. What the hell? But anyways, when they get aboard the ship, there's no people on it. Like, all the passengers are missing. There's blood everywhere. So they know something's going on. But they want to blame it on, Trent's character and his buddy. They want to, or the maintenance guy on his maintenance guy. They want to blame them for everything. Even though they know something else is going on, they didn't do it. They didn't make all the passengers disappear, but they want to blame them. Well, they eventually find the girl, who's actually a thief. She was trying to get into the vault too. But she got knocked out when the ship got attacked at the very beginning. And then the owner of the boat, cruise ship, who built the boat, him and 3 other crewmen, the captain included, of the cruise ship, they're all in this vault. And when the mercenary guys go to open the vault, he kills one of the mercenaries with an axe, and then they shoot 2 of the crew members. So all that's left is the captain and the owner, and then the rest of the, the mercenaries and all that. He killed one of them. They eventually find out that there's these giant aquatic creatures on the ship that's killed everybody. So they're trying to escape the ship and get away from these giant aquatic creatures, which are like slugs with teeth, is what they look like. It looks like slugs with teeth. They basically swallow them like a snake and digest them, and then spit out the fucking carcass like the bones and shit. Uh, anyways, everyone pretty much gets killed, just about. And then at the very end, the woman, the thief, and the main guy, Trent or whatever the fuck is Treat gets out on a jet, a ski jet or whatever the fuck it. I think that's what they're called. But anyway, they get out on that. He arms the nukes to blow up the fucking ship and all the sea creatures. They make it to an island that's nearby, and then he thought his buddy Joey, the maintenance guy, was dead, but eventually he washes up on the shore and they help him out. And then at the very end of the movie, you hear this major growl, and then fucking something's going through the trees on the island heading straight towards him. He's all like, oh man, what the fuck now? And that's the end of the movie. There are no sequels, which I was like, well, they kind of left it on a cliffhanger, didn't they? It was an okay movie for what it was. It was cheesy, but you gotta think, guys, this is back in the 90s, and the CGI, they were just experimenting with the CGI, so the sea creatures look really CGI'd. It's really bad, but I understand. They were just, like I said, they were just now experimenting with the CGI, so of course it's going to be really cheesy looking. But otherwise, entertainment wise, it was an okay movie. It was all right, if you're into that kind of thing, the sea creature type shit. It's worth a one-time watch. I give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, just because the CGI was really bad. The story, it's typical creatures trying to kill you kind of thing. The acting was good. All the actors are decent actors. I mean, you'll recognize most of them. Let's move on to the other one. Now, the next one I watched is called Deep Blue Sea. Now, it starred Samuel L. Jackson and Saffron Burrows. It was done in 1999, and it made about 164 million worldwide. Now, LL Cool J's in this. He does all right in here too. You have some decent actors in this. The main guy, he's okay. So the story in this one is this. What was her name again? Saffron. She's a doctor, a scientist, and she's trying to create a cure for Alzheimer's. In order to do that, they're wanting to take the protein from the brain of a smart shark. And it works. Now, finding out this discovery, Samuel L. Jackson goes with her on this, I don't know, little floating lab island or whatever that they go to. He goes there to witness it working, the experiment. And it does, it works. But then one of the sharks turn on him and kills one of the guys. Well, she chops his arm off, bites his arm off, which causes a panic. They try to get, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, but they're trying to get him out in a helicopter in the middle of a fucking bad storm. And of course it fucks up the helicopter and the helicopter crashes. He goes down the water. the shark grabs him and slams him into where they're at, where it's basically a window, and slams him in the window to bust it open so the shark can get in there and kill him. They all get out, and then it's just crazy for the rest of the movie. The sharks are trying. There's 3 sharks. There's 2 males and the female. Now that they've been experimenting on. Now you later find out in the movie that the good doctor, the woman, she breaks a bunch of laws. She genetically enhances their brains. That's what made them smarter, and she's not supposed to. But she did it anyway because she wanted to be the one that created the Alzheimer's pill that saves Alzheimer's people. Anyways, throughout the movie, they're getting killed by these sharks one by one. They do manage to take out two of the 2 male sharks. The female's the big one, and she's smarter. And towards the end of the movie, they figure out that she's trying to get out. She's trying to escape the fence that they built to hold the sharks in. That's the reason why she started flooding the facility, is so it'll sink and drop the fence so she can get out. Well, there's only 3 of them left. Well, there's only 2 of them actually left at the end of the movie. That's LL Cool J and the main guy who, knows how to deal with sharks. They end up blowing up the big baddie girl boss shark. Kill her. That's the end of the movie. The acting was decent. The story, sharks trying to kill humans. It's been done many times. I still haven't even gotten around to watching the Jaws movies. I mean, I've seen them. I think I saw 1, 2, and 3. All 3 of those. I don't know if there's any more Jaws. I haven't looked it up or anything. But that was way back in the day when I was a kid. I watched those movies. I have to rewatch them. Eventually, I'll probably get around to watching them at some point in fucking time. I'm just, like I said, I'm not into the water type fucking movies. It's just not a thing for me. I'd rather not watch them if I don't have to. Now, there are 2 sequels to this movie, which I didn't know. I'd seen this movie back when it first came out, but apparently there's 2 sequels, and I didn't know there were sequels to this fucking movie. There is a 2 and a 3, and I'm like, oh no. I guess I'm gonna have to watch those too. That was after I watched this movie, and I was like, I was looking up some shit about it, and I was like, oh fuck, there's 2 more of these. So next week is horror week, and I'll just do them for the horror fucking thing, for horror week. Get them done and over with. Just like I said, I'm not a big fan of water-based movies, but whatever. They're creature features too, so it's not just sci-fi. They have sci-fi elements, but I think they're more horror, but whatever. I'll watch them next week. Anyways, that's all I have for you. I thought the movie was okay. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Check it out if you want. If you're into them kind of shark. I doubt if I ever watch them like Sharknadoes or whatever the fuck they are. They just sound so dumb. Uh, I don't think I'd ever want to watch those type of movies. You know, them really cheesy movies. But anyways, that's all I have for you this week. If you could think of any type of B-rated or not well-known movies that you think I never even heard of, any genre, leave your suggestions down in the comment section down below. I'll get to reviewing them as soon as I can. If you have any thoughts about what I talked about earlier in the video, please leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. If you have anything to tell me about what I talked about earlier in the video, I'd love to hear from you. I very rarely hear from any of my viewers. I told you you'd be told the truth, and you just been told.